Assalamualaikum and welcome to another episode of Zilfit TV. My name is Azmir and today we are going to unbox and install the Eleiko Flat Bench. I got this flat bench about 2 months ago along with the adjustable flat bench if you recall. And we did the unboxing and installation video of that, and also the Olympic incline bench. This particular bench has been in the storage for quite a while, and that's because we had to relocate the showroom over the last couple of months, and I was busy doing that. Now that everything has settled down, I can unbox this flat bench and assemble it. For your information, when the benches came out, I bought 2 of them. One of them is the adjustable bench that you've seen in the previous video, and this one. Obviously, the reason is I need some diversity in the showroom. So the adjustable bench, I bought it with the PUR upholstery. So with this flat bench, I actually bought it with the SKAI Upholstery. In that sense, I would have 2 different types of upholsteries in the showroom, and I'll be able to show you guys in another video perhaps to compare the 2 upholsteries. So for this particular flat bench, it will be with the SKAI Upholstery. Let's unbox this flat bench and see what it looks like. So the new benches, the bench pad and also the frame comes in 2 separate boxes. This is one and this is the other one. So what's in here is the frame. Oh, so heavy. This is the base with the wheels. We've got the manual, the mounting kit, and the frame. Oh, that's, oh. Unfortunately, the frame underneath the bench pad is bent. Okay, and this is the frame. I hope the frame is not bent, and I don't think it is. So let me just show you. As you can see, it is bent. I'm not going to claim this from Eleiko because I think it was bent when I was moving all this equipment. So it's not their fault. I remember that when it came in, the box was in good condition, and I doubt that the shipping had caused this thing to be bent. So I'm not gonna fret about it. Because it's just showroom unit. I'm not very particular about any defects that really affects the performance of the particular equipment. So I'm just going to leave it as it is, and hopefully we get to install this underneath the bench pad, and probably just knock this straight if I can, and then we'll see how it goes. Next, this is the bench pad. Is that how it works? Yep, there you go. This is the bench pad. It comes wrapped in plastic, which is good. Oh, okay. Okay. As I expected, this particular upholstery is the same as the classic upholstery. So it's, I think they call it 4 leather, if I'm not mistaken. And this is the back of the pad, and that panel, the back panel over there, goes behind here later. First impression, the SKAI Upholstery feels a little bit soft. I need to compare this with the classic bench that I have. I'm sitting on the old Eleiko Classic Flat Bench. Just by looking at it, I don't see a lot of difference, but we'll go through it once we've assembled the new flat bench. Just to let you know about the specs of the flat bench, it says here maximum user weight is 150 kg. Maximum training weight is 350 kg, which is, if I recall correctly, is the same as the adjustable bench. Product weight is 19 kg. Now that's surprising. 19 kg, does it feel like 19 kg? Anyway, I'll just trust what the user manual says. First, I need to install the wheels on the base of the frame. FYI, the color that I chose for this flat bench is charcoal, and I believe my adjustable bench is in black. The reason why I have all these different colors, the different upholstery, is so that the showroom has some variety, where whenever a customer comes here, they'll be able to see, okay, this is how black looks like, this is how charcoal looks like, this is how the SKAI upholstery feels like, this is how the PUR upholstery feels like. So then they can make a better decision when it comes to purchasing all this equipment. Okay, so first things first, wheels pointing out. It says here in the manual that you need a size 17 head for the nut. To tighten this first before using the impact gun. There you go, and it's done. Just eyeballing this, seems that the pad itself is the same. You can see the edges and the shape of the pad is the same. In terms of the length, the width, they all look and feel the same. As you can see, I hope you can see from the video that the material of the new bench and the old classic bench, they're the same. Stitchings are the same, double stitching. And when I said about the softness of the new bench pad compared to the old one, one thing that I note is that the upholstery on the old one feels to me more taut. T-A-U-T. Is that how you pronounce it? This one feels a bit loose, you know, but otherwise they both feel very similar in terms of the softness or the hardness, if I can call it that. But we'll test it out and see whether when I use it, whether there's a big difference. As you can see, the base of the bench pad is bent, so I'm just gonna force it in. Just gonna screw this thing, and with hopes that it will just unbend itself. So just need the holes to be aligned. Yeah, thereabouts. This has been the tricky part, because it's very difficult to get the screws in and aligned. Previously, when I installed the adjustable bench, I know that this thing right here, there's a hole, indicates which position that the pad should be at. So whether or not the hole should be on this side or on this side. But from this manual, it doesn't say anything. So I'm assuming that it doesn't matter which way. Okay, I didn't want to bore you with how difficult it is to screw on the base plate onto the bench pad. It's very difficult to get the holes to align and then to put the screws in when you're lying down. So what I did was I managed to get the two screws here, one here and one at the bottom here. So I managed to get those in and I tightened those up first. So now I can just, there are days when I feel like quitting. This is one of those days when I realized that it's difficult to do everything by yourself. It's not easy for me to get help, but for now I have to run things solo. I gotta continue doing what I believe in. Okay, so I am going to flip this bench over and hopefully screwing the last 4 pieces of the bolts, sorry, the screws would be easier. If you can see, this screw here is tightened, and as well as this one. So this one is in place. I think I've tightened this one as well. So I need to put in 3 more, 1, 2, and 3, and let's see if we can do that quickly. Let's hope that this thing goes in. Gravity is not doing its job, which means the hole is not aligned. It is tight. It doesn't go all the way in. I think I'm done. So basically, the area where the plate is bent, I literally forced screws in. It feels tight. It doesn't seem to be moving. There you go. Now that we have the bench assembled, let's just compare between the new flat bench and also the classic flat bench. The most obvious difference is the handle right here. This one is right underneath the seat, and that one is, this is horizontal, this is vertical. So oops. My preference, I like the old one because it's natural that I grip it this way and then just carry it. This, I have to grab it this way, and I think it feels weird for me to grab it this way and then to lift it up. In terms of even rolling it, I don't know, it feels weird to me. I think this is a much better design. It's easier to do it this way, right? However, that looks much better to the eyes with the knurlings, all these details, right? So that probably gets it a point, but in terms of practicality, I prefer this kind of grip more than that. Other than that, wheels are the same. There's an Eleiko logo at the base of the new bench. There's none over here. However, on the pad itself, there's an Eleiko logo stitched on the old classic bench, and there's none on the new flat bench. Apart from that, there is no difference that I can tell. All right, so let's do a sitting test. Let's see. I do feel that the old classic flat bench the pad feels a lot firmer than the new flat bench. Maybe the fact that I cannot definitively say that one is firmer than the other means that they're probably the same. I have some doubt, and that doubt leans towards the new bench being less firm than the old classic flat bench. Probably what I can do is just to lie down and see whether my back can tell the difference. One thing for sure, both benches have width that really supports the back, especially for someone like me. I have broad shoulders, and just lying on this bench feels extremely comfortable, and if it covers my the whole breadth of my body, so I get a lot of support right here, right? So it feels really comfortable for me, at least. Unfortunately, my back cannot tell the difference between the two benches. I think most likely the benches are very, very similar, probably 99.99% similar, except for the handles, like I mentioned. I'm not too sure whether I've been helpful in explaining the differences of these two benches, but what I'm certain is that this particular bench feels as good as that one. I've always liked Eleiko benches. Not that I've used a lot of benches, recently. I can't recall the time when I used to, go to the gym and lift weights when they use a different type of bench. I can't remember what the brand was, and I can't remember how it felt like. But for these two benches, like I mentioned, because it's wide, and if I'm not mistaken, the height and the width of this bench follows the IPF combo rack. Flat benches is not something that I really use often. If I want to do a flat bench, I usually go to the IPF combo rack. I understand that most of you might not be able to afford the combo rack, but if you need to get a flat bench, I don't think you can go wrong with this Eleiko, with this, either the classic flat bench, which I think has been discontinued, or with this new Eleiko Flat Bench. The only thing that you might need to decide on is the upholstery, and in my next video I will explain the difference between the SKAI Upholstery, which I'm sitting on right here, and also the PUR upholstery that I have on the adjustable bench. That's all I have to say about the new Eleiko Flat Bench with the SKAI Upholstery. If you have any questions, if I've not explained it well enough in this video, please ask your questions in the comments, and I'll be sure to write a more proper answer for you. And if you have any other questions about Eleiko equipment, feel free to ask me, and if you need to contact me, my email is in the description. If you are new to this channel, please don't forget to subscribe, turn on the notification, and you'll get notified whenever we put out new video. So next week, inshallah, we will do the difference between the upholsteries. Until then, take care, thank you for watching, and I'll see you again next week, inshallah. Bye.